She walked away. Psychologically, when questions come up, it doesn't make sense. I need to understand. The brain must know that it's pushing and forcing a wave that is coming in forms of emotions and feelings. It's pushing it in the psychological world, and you are removing yourself from the logic world. That is why the questions aren't making sense, and maybe you think you can fix her. Once you know that that is the pattern you are creating because she walked away, and that pattern has become your escape way. So you either face those emotions and feelings and not push that wave in the psychological world and live in those emotions. Questions will come up, fuck yeah, but let the brain see it through that crack. The questions that are coming up, there are no answers to that. When the brain knows that, you break that. You won't even entertain her. You are using logic, but when questions come up, then you rely on that, and then she texts you, then you believe in those psychological questions that you have no answers to because it's just emotions and feelings in a wave that you are trying to make it make sense. When she texts you, then you reply, you quickly react. She got you, she has you, she was right. She knew she was playing the game in the right way, and she knew she has you from the get-go. And that is also just an illusion. So Isaac and Hannah are living in illusions, but Hannah is in charge of directing that perception in the illusion because you overreacted to escape from what? From something into something else, from feelings and emotions, from the one self into something else. So most women are making decisions on their feelings. It's not on status. I have a car, I own a Lamborghini. My perception of hypergamy will disappear. Even when I will date you for 2 years, 5 years, when you own the assets and the Lamborghini, one day things won't just make sense. Why? Because I thought that when I have a man who owns all the assets, at least I will feel loved. Everything will be fine. But I am after something else. I thought that if I get this, I will feel satisfied. But Hannah was also running away from herself, picking a man on a specific perception that delivers an illusion, and now that illusion has been broken by you and the assets doesn't make me feel in a certain way that I define love. Now, I think I can do better. The attachment is also unhealthy. I love your assets and not you. But when the brain thinks that accessing assets will make you feel safe, feel loved, feel cared, and that feeling that you are looking for, it is in your own one nature self, and you can't access it because you have already escaped from yourself to a specific illusion. That is what creates chaos, drama, moving from one place to another, looking for answers. Is this too much for you? I don't think so. Is it so boring? I mean, just say it. That is what we call the misery of attachment. Let me tell you one thing that I think most of you aren't willing to hear. Gentleman Isaac, there is so much truth to real affection, to real love, and to real care. So the point, Isaac, is to find truth and not to find affection. The truth can only come in silence. That is where you will find the affection. Because when you find truth, that is when you will find real genuine affection. Because this is the affection without attachment. It's pure, genuine without condition, which we are all agreeing that it is the light in that darkness that you think you are in. Because the world is darkness. So, when a man wants to find out, to discover, he must deny the whole structure of religion. Again, if a man wants to discover, to find the truth, where there will be freedom, he must deny the structure of religion. That is the whole of it. Okay, which is now propaganda, idolatry, fear, division. Oh, you are a Christian, I am a Hindu, he is a Muslim. No. That is division. So, you rely in church, you rely on Jesus Christ, you become a slave to that, right? Because you have fear. You have to deny the whole structure of religion first. You have to deal with yourself first. Once you have a specific sense that when I surround myself with Jesus Christ, then I will be safe. Then you have fear. But when you study the whole book alone, it's trying to give you a perception that you have to fear nothing, because there is nothing to fear. It's just an illusion that is created and crafted to give you a sense that you will be a slave to Jesus Christ. You go to the church, you become a slave to the pastor. He told you you will be safe. You will find another lady. Right? You never find another lady. You don't even feel safe. And now that sense in your head, that is the slavery part. Now you are in the psychological world. But this pastor told me this. Now he is not the right person. And now he was just lying. And now I don't trust the church. And now I don't trust the Bible. And now I don't trust. Now you are questioning yourself. There is nothing to question yourself. You put yourself in that. Right? When I go to church, I will stop sleeping around. I will stop entertaining women. Now you are relying on that sense. When I do this, I will become this. Why can't you become that? By just doing the things in a manner that communicates clarity, without relying on a specific sense that pushes you to be in a psychological world, which is the slavery itself. I am doing this, I am doing the right thing, I found the right woman, but things are just not adding up. But she walked away. I did nothing wrong, because you don't need to do anything wrong for someone to walk away from you. That is the whole thing. The better you are, the more you use logic, the more you are disciplined in a logic way. It's hard to get yourself a lady. But what do? Right? You are escaping from yourself because you expect Jesus Christ to save you. You have to save yourself from yourself.